So when it's not hunting season, I'm going to be doing a series on basically including my Fat Bike Hunter Facebook groups members to come up with ideas and turn those ideas and that dialogue, those discussions into videos for people like me, the visual learner. Now, Kevin B was extremely helpful. He has 4.8-inch rims or tires on a 80-millimeter rim. So same rim as mine, but with a way wider tire. So it's actually even going to give it more of a curvature to lock that bead. Now, he and myself just want to remind you that when you're running a tubeless setup, you still got to be very, very careful with punctures, especially with tubeless setups, because you still can get a big puncture. If it's going to be a puncture, it's going to be a big one. And sometimes the sealant can't fill that all the way in, as well as you could get sidewall damage. Some of the trails I ride here in the Cascade Mountains of Washington, there's a lot of basalt and andesite, and if your tires, the sidewalls, rub against any of that, it can rip a big hole right into it. So Kevin had a couple suggestions for tire repair. If you get a big hole in your tire, he uses what are called bacon strips. Bacon strips are basically some poly strips with a tool, and you push down in that bacon strip into the hole, and it just seals it up for you. It's pretty temporary. It'll get you out of the mountains. Those run from about $4.89 all the way up to $28, which just depends on how fancy the packaging is and how nice the tool is. Kind of looks like a screwdriver. I also was looking into a product by Stan's that makes the sealant as well. It's called a Stan's dart tube. Now those are $28 to $45. $28, you get the tool and 2 fix-its. They're a little bit different than the poly strip. They look more like a starfish. The nice thing about those is you don't have to trim them. You put them in, they go in the same way as the bacon strips, and then you just can take off and they'll wear down where they need to. And it's really supposedly not noticeable. So I may check into those and add those to my bike bag. Now, as far as sidewall repair, I'm assuming we're running 30 pounds PSI or less. And so the tests that I have heard of and the tests I am aware of, the situations I've been in over the 35 years I've been hunting by bike have been below 30 PSI, even on my mountain bike. So there's a couple cool suggestions. Duct tape. That duct tape can seal from the inside of your sidewall of your tire. You can use 4 to 5 pieces of duct tape laid over themselves to repair that sidewall tear. That can go with a tube or tubeless. Another suggestion is the Park tire boot. These are made by Park, and they are anywhere from $4.95 for 3 of them on up, depending on packaging once again. These are another temporary fix as far as I'm concerned to get you out of the mountains, but they're probably one of the better. Oddly enough, an old trick, I used to race bikes, and an old trick, as far as I can remember, is to use a dollar bill. A $20 bill will fix my sidewall. Okay, and you fold it in about thirds and then stick it on your sidewall and then air up your tire. Well, I use a $20 bill when I can, because sometimes if my flat is bad enough or I'm hauling out an elk and I'm getting really tired and a truck drives by, I pull that $20 bill out of my wallet or out of the tire, and show it to them, and usually I get a free ride in the back of their truck back to my truck. So I like to carry a 20 to tip them if they'll accept it, right? And then as far as going tubeless, Dave W., I'm not sure how much research you've done. There are awesome kits out there to do it yourself. A lot of really nice rim strips that are made for fat bikes. You can also just go to your local shop. Another little hint though is when you have an old tube and you are done patching it, it's got 4 or 5 patches, you're just tired of it, you're going to throw it away. Don't do that. Go ahead and take some scissors and cut out that old stem, that Presta stem or Schrader stem. Most likely you'd want to use Presta. And you can actually create a tubeless kit using that old stem, which is pretty cool. And there are videos on YouTube for doing that. Seth's Hacks has actually some pretty good videos on how to do things like that. All right, just a reminder, please subscribe to my channel, Fat Bike Hunter YouTube. Tell your friends. If you like these videos, go ahead and give it a like and hit the notification bell for my next upcoming videos. Also, if you're not a member of Fat Bike Hunter Facebook group, please join. All right, see you guys.